live?
What's live?
What's alive?
I hate you people so much.
My heart, my
Yo,
soul.
you have enough with TikTok Live, bro? Like,
I hate you
Wait, what-
people so
Why
much.
would you
want to go on TikTok Live?
We're not on Twitch, are we?
No,
No.
Are you stupid?
Luce, you didn't do the thumbnail again. You're throwing.
Yes, I
There's
did.
a thumbnail?
I quite literally
Oh my
did.
god.
I quite
Guys.
literally did.
This random
Nobody
guy
did
just
yet.
walked into my house with like a vacuum.
Huh?
Okay, we're just babbling now.
Oh, we got Two Bros Kisser in the chat. Every
Yes,
single time I
sir.
open your channel, Two Bros Kisser is there.
'Cause
You
Two
know,
Bros is
dude,
an OG.
If all of your fans are dead, then that means Two Bros Kisser has passed on.
That's what all means, Sage.
Yo.
Wait, what?
Oh, we're
Clicking
starting
in my
this one with
head.
a
no.
we're starting this one with a bit of flavor, aren't we?
What just happened?
We're starting this one with a bit of flavor, huh?
I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going
I
on.
don't know what life is anymore.
Okay.
I'm sure you don't.
All right,
Hi,
Madam
guys.
Pasta. Sup, chat? Hey,
chat.
Naomi. Hey, Winston.
How's
How
Chad?
are you?
What's going on, Chad? How we doing, Chad?
Sorry about
You
missing
see that?
I
podcast
went
last
to the
week.
beach today and I almost stepped on a crab.
Nice.
Thank you,
Thank you
Sage.
for sharing.
Thank
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you for sharing
You're
with the
so
class,
welcome.
Sage.
You want to see a picture of it? It was
No.
really tiny.
No, I'm okay. But thank you, though.
Shut up, Zeus.
What is going on? Someone explain.
You people aren't real. That's what's going on.
What do you mean, you people?
We
Oh
gotta
my God.
beat your
you
chest.
people. What do you mean by that?
Eugene, you shut up.
Oh,
We
my
got
God, it's
3
lover. Hi,
Aces
Hannah.
unlocks this year. That is like
We did.
more than enough. Yeah.
Wait, I have not gone on IDVA yet, Chad. What was in maintenance? Was there anything exciting in maintenance, Chad?
Gloria,
Someone let me know.
New Survivor.
What
No.
about
Useless ass maintenance. Ain't nobody give a fuck about her.
Okay,
Okay, bro.
thank you.
Thank you. We
Earl.
know that you don't care about anything
You
that
s-
isn't Merc related, but you can
You shut up,
Mhm.
bruh.
What? Sim said what?
What?
Oh my God. There was so much delay
so
on that. You
lost
did that on purpose.
now.
You had the time to process that. You had the time to process that.
no way.
I'm so slow. What are you chuckling at, kid?
There's no way that you. Why are you my sister, bro? Why?
Why are you a hoe?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Anyway,
Hi, Arsene.
hello, Flax.
Alright.
Hey, Arsene.
All right. What's up, chat? You know what it is. This is the podcast. We got Paul here from B4U as one of our special guest members. Hopefully, y'all can give him a warm welcome since he just came back from Koa recently. So yeah, say hello to Paul, everyone.
Oh, hi, man.
I don't know if Paul, if you want to like introduce yourself. I mean, people obviously know who you are, but like if you want to like
Yeah.
go through like the whole spiel, you can if you want.
Florian is really fun to rock kite with, as is any other character. I don't understand.
Y'all are so funny. Okay. Listen, y'all, this is so funny.
No.
But what's up, y'all? Everyone probably knows who I am. If not, then my name's Paul. I am the kiter harasser for B4U. And yeah, we just came back from Koa, and I really hope, we at least put NA on the map. So, not certainly on the map, but at least we shown that, we're there. There's, pay attention to our region. So, we did our best.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely hyped for you guys' matches. What was it like, going, correct me if I'm tweaking every single time, but this is the furthest your team has gone, right? Or am I wrong?
This is actually the furthest, or I can change it. This is how successful I guess our success. That's the most success we've had as a team. Yes.
Right. Well, what was that feeling like going into your matches then, knowing that you guys were have a shot to go into the elimination round then?
It was pretty great. We practiced really hard. We're not that, we don't put in everyday practice because we all have our own daily lives. But when we were getting ready, we did put in enough practice to at least try to compete against them. We don't they practice every day. 8 hours a day. We only do like 2 hours, and I'm surprised that our 2 hours and our commitment. Well, our commitment made us at least stronger than we've ever been.
Yeah.
And I think all the matches were really close. TE was just mess ups. I think we should have, in my honest opinion, I think we should have beat TE. It was just a mess up. And then Cat, we definitely wanted to beat Cat. So I think it was just all in confidence. Like, we were ready for every team. And then I guess the nerves and everything got us towards the end against Wolves. Because, like
the
we
Wolves,
have a chance.
like, I observed.
We have a chance.
Yeah, I observed Smitty's fight. They were, like, definitely panicking, it seems. Like, some early hooks and whatnot.
Yeah, it was very, I guess, like, everything's on the line. And, we don't have that repetition of, oh my god, like, we're gonna get out, we're gonna get knocked out. Or, like, they have IVL, they have IJL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're used to, like, being down. It doesn't matter to them. It matters because they can keep on. They have, like, rotations of, like, oh, we can play every more teams, and they have that mentality of, like, okay, we're down, let's just bring it back. I mean, other regions, like, we don't. So it's just like a set, done, and deal to where we had to play perfect. Mm-hmm. And then we did, certainly through the first 3 matches, but towards Wolves, it was more like, yeah, like, it's here, said or done. Like, it's either we perform or the nerfs got to us. So we did our best, though.
Would you say that, like,
I see.
Would you say like playing at this, like, intense level for as long, do you think like there was, like, some sort of, like, mental fatigue that also, like, may have, like, played a role in, like, your matches? Because, like, if that's the case, I'm wondering if, like, you guys have plans. You probably won't, like, share the plans, but if you guys had plans for the future, like, in terms of, like, how to deal with that, so I'm curious to see if you guys will go even further next time around.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, right now it's just, like, unknown. But if it does come to that, I'm pretty sure we'll have a plan, an idea now, since we've already been in that situation, that will be all right. Like, I don't think the nerves or anything else will hold us back. Yeah. Because I think we were really, really confident in the first 3 matches, TE, Scars, and Cat. And then it's like that, like I said, we don't have that source of, like, oh, like, we might lose. Like, oh, we're going to lose, we need to come back. So I think now that we do have a foundation, whatever happens in our future, that we'll be ready next time, no matter what.
For sure. Well, thank you for answering my questions. I mean, I don't know if anyone else has any questions, but I feel like it's a good time to also open up to the chat as well. You can also write your questions in the chat if you guys want.
I can answer anything, like, whatever you want.
Speaking of which, actually, as a Chinese, I'm curious, how was your experience in Hangzhou?
Oh, it was pretty amazing. Everyone was very nice. All the players are all shy, but I think if you're talking about just in China and Shanghai, it was very, very cultural, very, like, artifacts everywhere. Everyone was very nice. It was very polite, and I think it would be like, I want to go visit again, but, like, just for like a few days. Like, I think it was very, I would want to say I want to go again, because that's how memorable it was. Very different.
Like, I saw the interview that you did with Sprinter after
yes. Okay, so I'm gonna just get this set out and done, so I can say this. So the interview questions that they asked us on stage were nothing that they told us behind stage. They literally, you can tell, because they literally went to Sprinter's gameplay to me on food. I'm like, okay, so, like, what's up? Because in the back, I can talk. In the back, they told us, like, oh, so, like, what are your hobbies? What do you like? They asked me what my favorite color was. I was like, okay. And then, I guess just to know us, it was just weird. I mean, our translator was nice. Our translator was
garbage.
Was
someone
nice.
Who also understands Chinese. No, they were garbage.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, It was.
So they should
I can
hire
just say
y'all,
she was very. I can just say our Chinese translator was very nice. But she didn't. I can't. She.
Their
always-
English is
she-
garbage, and they don't.
Relax, Younger, relax.
But back
It's very
then,
obvious that they had to invite the translator from another department because the translator obviously does not play IDV.
mhm.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
how many translators are out there that play IDV and can like
Literally.
I can
properly
say that.
translate?
Well,
when we went to Japan,
me,
we
I
had a
guess.
translator, and he did play IDV, so it was pretty good.
Oh,
But this one, she didn't. Like, she understood the game, but yeah, she was just a good. She was an okay. She was a great translator for us. That's what I can say.
okay. I'm about to say this, but I guess people in Japan just a little bit more educated.
Okay.
What are you gonna ask my supposed to mean?
Holy shit. So,
He's gonna get his
Paul,
costume. What are we
what's your
doing?
opinion
hold
on garlic bread, Paul? Someone asked in chat.
What's my on garlic
What?
bread? Well, I like Olive Garden, so Olive Garden has really good garlic bread.
Oh my god, I love Olive Garden bread so much. Like, I would probably just go to Olive Garden just to get their bread and then leave. Like, I want to put
Olive
it
Garden is so
Yeah.
nasty. The noodles are too wet.
The noodles are too wet. Oh,
Pearl,
The
like
noodles
my
are
pasta.
too
right now.
Dude,
I like their lasagna, so.
Please, all you need to know, chat, is my sister. She cannot cook to save her life.
yes, I can. I cooked
you
on
can.
strip and that
Pearl,
egg was fire.
Pearl,
Don't even.
Pearl, your
No.
mom literally watched over you as you made eggs the other day.
Because I got banned from the kitchen, but then I got unbanned. So
Why did you get banned from the kitchen?
Man.
because I set off the fire.
Cooking
Exactly.
eggs, by the way. Cooking eggs.
Oh,
What
someone
Your
asked-
eggs look hella
boiling it.
greasy.
Pearl,
and
even
stringy,
I
bro.
can cook eggs. Even I can cook eggs, and I'm not.
Well,
that
you're
great.
white, so doesn't count. All you white people eat
Oh,
these eggs anyway.
man.
White people can't cook. Pearl, what are you talking about?
All you people eat is them eggs, like them egg salad.
Okay,
yellow
so
egg.
we have a question here from Smiles asking, did you get nervous when playing Indigo? What's Paul, did you?
I can say that my nerves in tournaments don't really get nervous. I can say my first ever tournament, I did get nervous, and you can tell by my gameplay. But towards now on, I think I've played enough to where my nerves really don't bother me. It's more to like, I need to perform the best that I can do with the characters that I have. And I know that I can do it, but I think in my mind, it's like that mental mentality that I had to do well. My nerves don't really affect me. I don't get nervous. Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh yeah,
I
it
used to struggle
shows
with
from
that
gameplay
too.
very consistent.
I'm very confident in the characters that I have now. It's just when I perform, I want to say it felt a great experience when I had to harass to save leg when we needed the 3-man on Leos for Gamekeeper. When I got the stun, like the crowd just went crazy, and I felt like that was like amazing. But I was like, man, we need to get 3. I was like, so that was like probably my memorable memory of doing a play and everyone just cheered, but like it didn't go out the way I wanted to because of like we need a 3 and we needed to keep Leg alive. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that. That's like a not like a dream, but like a kind of like a goal to where like do a memorable play that everyone remembers.
So,
I think
if you don't mind, I have a question. I'll just ask real quick, and then you can continue. Okay, Yelda. You said you heard the crowd.
Yeah, sure.
Are the headphones like soundproof? Like, because I was told that they're like perfectly soundproof, but could you actually hear the crowd? Like, through the headphones?
Yes, and this is why me and Leg made it. Like we wanted to make sure, like we wanted to know who wanted to main Explorer, because when you have the headphones, you can hear them, but very like if they go crazy loud, and you have like the static in to block out noise. So that's why like when you see hunters moving to find the Explorer, and you hear the crowd, barely hear the crowd in the behind the commentators, the hunter would literally go back to that area and start swinging. So
Wow.
so that's kind of like a cheat code.
That's cheeky as hell. Wow.
So yeah, so it really is a high risk, high reward to play Explorer, but I want to say we like Explorer just because he's really good and a slept on character.
Yeah.
But it's a risk with that.
Wow.
Someone
I mean,
asked,
Wait, hold on. Yalda has a question.
All right,
No, it's just I think it's less of a question and more of like a feeling. I guess maybe Paul, you can also relate on this, but perhaps the cheers that you receive from the audience when you play, that bit of like that is more valuable than whatever money I guess you can earn from playing in Koa. Like it's definitely, I think, from your perspective, one of the main things that fuels your passion as a competitive IDV player. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Like it's that moment you do a wonderful play and then you feel the pride and cheers. Definitely it's an amazing feeling.
And I feel like it would be great to like see other players too from our region, or like just have like, it would be really cool that our region would have like a league to see like all these other players, and like our people just go see this. Like if we had a stage or a league, it's really amazing. When I first felt that, I felt like real confidence, and right now I feel the most confidence I ever have, because all my hard work throughout these years playing since like season 1 or the beta has probably paid off, and just to like hear that and be there in person, it's just a completely different feeling. And I think that's when I actually fell in love with the game even more. And then I just want to keep it clear on when we lost against Wolf, I wasn't crying. I was just like, everyone thought I was crying, but I put my head down because I was like, wow, like I don't know if this is it. Like you did everything that you could, and it was just all like so close. It was like really so close to at least probably make history for NAEU.
It's it's that feeling, though. It's like right there. It was so
I think that B for you and their progress throughout the last few years is really significant. I just remember like even seeing you guys last year. There was a lot more talk about how you guys had improved so much and were coming really well together as a team, and that you guys actually had potential. So just like being able to hear that, you can feel that too. Like we see it and we want to keep cheering you on. So don't ever like think that, it's not going to be enough, or like you're just not quite there yet, because you're on that stone. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I'm putting all my golden apples on you, bro.
Thank you.
You and that goddamn.
Oh, but listen. I'm putting in 40K. I'm taking out 80.
No.
Eugene, you don't even have one fucking apple. Get out of here.
I have 53,000 golden
But
apples.
to go on that, after that, I want to say that, how you said that. Oh my god, I just lost the train of thought. This is what I want to say. Basically that no matter who tells you or like whatever, like how everyone knows B4U has been a lot of criticisms throughout the year. It's just like ignoring it. Like we've done it, we see it, we hear it, and it just doesn't bother us anymore, because when you play for your friends and your team, like that's what makes you go a little bit far, and the dedication that you have as a friend group. That's why I think I'm not like just saying like it's B4U only, but I want to say since B4U's history, I think since we're like really good friends, that it shows our hard work as friends, that we play for each other and we play for our server. Those are the only two things that we play for, is for ourselves and our server. So I think knowing that, I think if we just have that a little bit more desire, or if we got like paid, I think we could go a little bit farther into Koa.
Admirable.
Imagine they send a sponsor to your team. How would you feel?
Well, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be a nice little
I
side
don't
hustle.
even know,
I feel
like,
like-
what is it like? What do sponsors do for teams? Like, is it just like regular, like how it would be for like football teams and such? I just don't understand, like, IDV and sponsors.
I think it's
Well, I don't think I can
Out there.
answer that. I'm not really I really don't. I'm like around the same page as you. I know what sponsors do and what they kind of are for teams. I just don't know like what they do overall. I do know they sponsor you and they pay you, like how Wolves have the sponsored. TikTok has sponsored for DAO 5. And like I know in NAU region we have sponsors like Cloud9, EG, and other teams that I don't know, but the Cloud9 and EG are like the most top two that I know through like, you know, other games that I've seen. But I know like, you know, just I guess they'll pay you to play. But now that I think about that, like even though if we had a sponsor, like it would still like I don't know if it would work correctly, because then you'll need other teams to play against, you know what I mean, that are sponsored too in the region. So then it's just hard to deal with that with sponsorships. That's what I think.
I wish there was a way to get like contracts set up, but like how to even create an like what would be the steps to even create a league here would be like, there'd be so much work for that. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to make heads or tails of it, because first, like my question is like, would you even start with talking with netties, or would you talk to the companies first and then go to netties? I don't even know. It's crazy, because you'd have to like actually find the teams here willing to play for sponsorship
alongside them also playing seriously.
Exactly.
Popularity aspect, the game would have to be booming over here for it to even be worth watching, because then
that's the thing though. I feel like we have a bigger playing population. Like I get that like the eastern side, like they usually like they usually dominate in esports, but I feel like we could honestly be right up there. Like if this game were just more popular, how to get the game popular, I don't know.
I don't know if it's a popularity thing, though.
So I'm not really sure about that.
No, yeah. Compared to like even the Dota games, I think the competitive matches in IDV, they have a very high value of, you know, aestheticism and style that you can appreciate from the way how the game progresses and how players play. But yeah, what I was about to say is I think, yeah, Paul, as you said, you've been working very hard to practice and commit yourself to improve at the game since the first season, since beta. But then I do believe like you sometimes also feel that the amount of work that you put into the game doesn't really translate exactly to what you obtain, just because of how IDV isn't really that popular in this region. So yeah, it's really a shame that you're finding difficulty with getting a sponsorship.
Yeah, I mean it is true, but like in the long term, I want to say that even though like we're not gonna go like maybe as far as we wanted, at least I can say in the end is that, you know, I have a great community that I built, that I know. I have a lot of great friends that I've made, and the family that I made before you is probably gonna be for a long time, for a lifetime. So yes, it'll be great, but I also gain a lot of more pros than cons.
Here though, you just mentioned earlier that you've been like, or rather, B4U has been facing a lot of criticism over the years. What are some of those criticisms?
Well, I actually don't know like that much, but I can say that most of it, like, it's died down. Like, there's nothing like we've just lay low. I mean, we don't even really do anything. We don't really do anything. It's just, I just want to say is the people who have difficult time accepting B4U as, like, I guess, the representative regions for, like, I guess the past years.
Bro, it's the hounds talking the most shit, bro.
Honestly, I don't know why.
Literally,
I
all
could
I've
play
seen
better in Koa, actually.
Dream chat is crazy.
It's usually
never
those
make
players.
baby for you.
I don't know why, right? But this game is one of the few games where people who are like the lower elo side, whose game sense isn't always up there, they criticize so much because that's not something they would do.
Well,
but
we got the hounds saying that they could do better than Schmitty. I'm like, what?
Right?
Yeah.
The people that peaked at Elk 4, Elk 3.
That reminds me of
could
one
do
time I got in an
miracle.
argument with someone because they insisted that Gamekeeper 39 was best for them, and they are in Mammoth, but they know what they're doing because, you know, they always have to kite with Gamekeeper, and they main rescuer. So like bringing a hiding build for him because he doesn't need tide because of his shovel.
No,
Girl, that shit was
Doesn't
Oh,
they
yeah,
got
so-
it. They
I
got it
think
against
Paul knows
DX.
what I'm talking about, but like,
This is why I
Doesn't.
hate TikTok, because these damn low tiers, they somehow get like 3 trillion likes on every video, and then we see people running puppeteer in my matches.
it's a little bit funny. Some of my friends
No,
have
it
liked
actually is. It's like I don't know. It's like people. The casual aspect of this game is so big that people, when they see the people that actually like try to learn the intricacies of the game, and they're like, well, maybe you just do this because it worked that one time in my quick match, and then
Yeah.
like it's like
I think they also have that it's just a game mindset. Like, it is just a game, but there's people.
Then why are you
taking
here
it
commenting all that shit, man?
if it's
Exactly.
just right, like if it's just a game, then like why are you wasting your time if you don't really care? Like that's kind of thing.
Competitive game for a reason. Go play quick match if you don't want to
No,
play.
because they want to sponsor their
Yeah.
Tic Tac. That's why.
Listen, man, I'm cool with people being
Yeah.
casual for high health, for whatever the shits and the giggles, but I don't want to see a fucking like, you know, broken windows. I literally was playing rank earlier. I'm not even kidding. I'm Manticore like 5 or whatever. I was playing rank. I got a no tide mercenary. He brought Flywheel broken windows. I shit you not. He wasn't first chase, but he rescued, and I downed the person who was chaired, and I'm like, why did he die so? This guy doesn't have tide. It was crazy.
What was the skin he was wearing?
What was it? It was
the
like
fuck ass Danganronpa skin.
no. I think it was the Koa one. I think it was the
Oh, it's always the Sagittarius.
Yeah,
or
Sagittarius.
Works.
Oh,
It's
it was
always
Sagittarius.
What do you mean always? Those are the new gen ones, okay?
How many
Listen.
generations of like mercs are there? Like what?
Because
So
that one, that skin,
you got the Cheshire mercs. Those mercs are like god tier.
no, they're
and then-
not. They're fucking
What?
garbage.
No, you got they're
No.
god tier. And then you got Nagito merc, and it's like
The Naruto mercs better than the Cheshire ones.
Exactly.
no,
If I had
Cheshire
Nagito,
ones have always
Yeah,
done me
I agree.
so good.
I love that there's stereotypes behind skins.
so
That's
good.
like one of the funniest things here.
No,
Crazy.
because when I pull up and I see a Nagito merc in my match, I'm switching off of
Nagito.
my main. I'm switching off of my main. You're getting my perfumer, buddy. That's it. Take it or
Hell
leave.
no.
Wait a minute, you play perfumer when we 4-stack. Wait a minute.
Wait a
Oh.
second.
They're
First
just
of
trying
all-
to tell y'all something.
No, I
Everything's
played
coming to
perfumer. I
light
was
now.
a perfumer main for like 3 years. Okay, I never had a bad
Right.
Sure you
low
were.
tier.
Sure you
Like
were.
I was a perfumer main.
Stage, you
Anyways.
played fucking Blood Queen for like a trillion years, so now you're playing Perfumer for a million years.
Oh wait.
I
hold on.
played perfumer from
Time
2020
out.
to 2022.
Time out,
Time out.
kids.
Celia Knight has a
yeah.
Okay, you can go for it. You can go for it, Zeus. You can go for it.
How would Paul, this one's for you. How would you recommend to stay in the mindset during rank? Because I can't remember cooldowns, callouts, routes, etc. But the second the round actually starts, I get performance anxiety and forget.
Like for during, like
yeah,
this is just for
during
rank.
yeah, for rank.
I would want to say, just do you. Like, if you do you and you work on yourself, like, yes, you won't get the result in, but if you work on yourself and knowing that you did good during rank and you can kind of at least say, hey, I kind of carried, even though we lost, then that's what you should actually focus on. And especially if you're like with your friends and you're playing, that's actually really good because then you're calm. Like, you know what you're doing, everyone's there with you, and you're just relaxed. So, I mean,
I
I
wish
think-
to express some disagreement over that.
I think it also
Yeah,
has
like-
something to. You want to talk? You can talk.
No, go ahead, Sage.
oh, and by the way, my favorite skin in IDV is the Fatal Affliction for Perfumer.
What I was gonna say is, it also just comes from learning with time, with callouts and all of that stuff. Like, it definitely took me a little while to get the hang of callouts and cooldowns and all of that. So it's not something that you're just gonna learn in one day. It definitely comes with time, and you can just describe the general area you're in, and other people will know what you're in. You don't have to call something like birdcage. You can just say, "I'm at that." Pallet at hospital, and people will know what you're talking.
Learn your call outs. Learn your call outs, please.
On jaw.
It's like Sage is saying. It's like Rome wasn't built in one day. You got to start one brick at a time. So rather than working on all things at one point, whether it's timers for blink or teleport or excitement, whether it's callouts, whether it's routing, or whether it's how do I manage support in ciphers, why not just start on one aspect per day, whether it's like how to rotate, or today I'm going to focus on just cipher layout. How do I manage cipher layout? Until you like slowly start to add bit by bit. I think that's what we can all agree on.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray.
Hurrah.
Donji Fart wants to know, Eugene, what's your favorite kind of pasta? Oh, not a real question.
If I'm forced to eat pasta, like if there's literally nothing else in the house, I will have it. But if there's something else in the house, that is not an option for me.
Eugene, how do you hate pasta, bro? It's pasta.
Exactly.
I don't know why he would hate
Anyways.
pasta. Why?
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on.
What?
This is very
B1 pasta hater is crazy.
Stop it, Eugene. Paul?
I think.
What is your favorite pasta?
I don't know. I really don't eat pasta that much. I just eat Mexican.
Whatever my mommy makes.
Food is pasta.
Huh? What'd you say, bro?
What?
Oh, there's an apocalypse, and their only food available is pasta, and all you have to suffer.
Oh my god! Bro. Of course, this question comes from the Merc Simp.
I'll eat it.
Anyways,
To survive.
I think we have, now that we're done with formalities, casualties, talking. I think it's time we start going on to most of the recent updates. We've had a lot of stuff come in.
Brother.
Yep.
Danrio again.
Shut up.
Everybody
Anyway,
already
Got a
knows.
lot to say about
You
this.
literally said that you were going to buy it. Don't tell me to shut up. I need everybody to know you're going to spend money on that BQ Sanrio skin or you're getting blocked.
let me finish speaking.
Oh,
I need to see that in the showroom animation for every single person.
All right, server muting, got it.
Question for everyone: what do we think about the unnecessary batter and cheer nerf? Honestly, cheer deserves a nerf, but
Okay.
Disagree.
Stop. I think cheer needed a nerf, but not plus 30, plus 10, plus 15, not 30. There's no way her speed buff should be 60 seconds to regen. 40 seconds, 45, I'll take it, but 60 is way too much. Batter, on the other hand, that's completely unjustified.
But I think it could be 40 or something. I do think 60 is overkill. Yalda, what do you think?
Okay, I have a lot to say about this. First of all, the recharge time for each pom-pom is 50 seconds. It used to be 50 seconds, and in the test server it's 60 seconds. So it's a 10-second increase on the cooldown of each pom-pom. Based on my observation and my experience, this matters in one way for the cheerleader, and that is first kite. Because usually in the first kite, the hunter chases the cheerleader, and the cheerleader is just going to use one pom-pom and then self-motivate and then use another pom-pom, right? It is going to be very, very unlikely that the cheerleader will be able to get another pom-pom before she gets knocked down. However, if she gets cheered, you still get a pom-pom after you get, rescued. There is no change in that. However, just because she is now a good bit weaker during first chase, you will see her fall half a tier down the survivor tier list. As for batter, I personally, I used to struggle a lot with batter, becoming better and better in dealing with him. Batter in this current meta is significantly stronger than forward. I don't care what anyone else said. Batter is just significantly stronger than forward because batter is not afraid of excitement. First of all, forward crashes onto a hunter with excitement. The forward's getting hit, but not the batter. The batter can even refresh the batting with rampage. And the previous form of playing batter, which is you hit the ball, you hit the cricket ball, and then you use rampage to cancel the cooldown, and then you hit another ball, and then you cancel rampage again to hit the ball to hit the ball. But it is only during the rampage hit that the ball will actually get lost. Now that you cannot cancel rampage mode, you will see that the batter is no longer able to consistently use his tools over and over again. And that way, in terms of, the rate at which the resources get consumed, Batter is now about on the same level as Forward. However, in terms of decoding speed, obviously, and also the risk of harassing, Batter still beats Forward by a long shot. So I think the Batter nerf is absolutely necessary. As for Cheerleader, it's obviously debatable because Cheerleader, even though, you know, the two pom-poms can seem very brain dead and like strong, you just get a ton of distance. It's like the standard for any infinitely regenerating tool is 60 seconds, as you can see with Prospector and characters like that. And 60 seconds, well, that's mostly just a nerf on the first chase. Other than that, you really need to now like try to exert her full potential by getting 28 stacks, or even just trying to get that 5% boost when you get near a teammate and start cheering for a bit. You really need to start doing that as Cheerleader now. So yeah. I think my response to those two questions answer is good enough.
I disagree with the Batter nerf still.
Yeah, that literally, it kills him. That's it.
It genuinely does kill him because yes, he can't abuse the item spam, so that's a fair point because it was difficult for some hunters to play around. However, to decrease the rate at which he can use his rampage is crazy. Because a good batter, yes, they'll get the one stun, but some batters will activate the rage so that they can get the enhanced rock hiding. Like, batter, at the end of the day, batter is not meant to like be like your first chase. He should be difficult to chase. So exactly. I don't understand why we're nerfing that aspect about him and leaving everything else the same. Like we didn't buff his decoding, we didn't like do anything else. Like he's still minus 20, so 80% decoding average, and then on top of that, you're gonna minus his like rampage, and then on top of that, you're fucking him over with this
exactly.
The other stuff. I just don't think it's fair because I mean, like batter is like what like low A tier, high B tier.
Yeah, he fell off.
Way higher.
I don't understand.
Batter is significantly high. It's just that he, like.
I could say that, but like,
I don't really struggle against him as much against the characters I play.
On the hunter, you're going.
I fight against the S1 batter all the time, and I know what the character is capable of. So do many other Chinese players. They place batter extremely high, like bottom of S tier, high A tier.
Yeah, because batter's a hard character to learn. His skill cap is high, so why shouldn't you be rewarded for learning a character that's hard?
I agree. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, that's kind of like saying, they should nerf.
Okay, the skill cap for the character isn't that high. It's like
what are you talking about?
Hold on, because it's like you have two like it's kind of personal for me and Malcolm because we're both ex batter mains. Malcolm more than me, but like in my opinion, his skill cap is high as shit. Like in my opinion, it's high. I honestly
you'll see a good batter.
Why don't we ask Paul since he's here? Like, hello.
No, I'm just listening. Don't worry. Like,
Paul's just sipping the tea right now.
I'm actually looking at like the nerfs and buffs because like I just said, I'm at my break. Coming back. I'm playing on my own. I'm playing IDV, but I'm playing more the hunter side. So what I'm hearing y'all is I can agree that from day one, I believe forward and batter. And I want to say there's another character are really difficult to learn. That's why they have the highest difficulty rate. I don't know what the nerfs are for batter. So if someone can fill me in, like what they nerf him about.
Let me explain, and also, like, by the way, fight back against the point that Malcolm made earlier. So the nerf come in two ways. First of all, the rampage duration, it used to be 30 seconds, now it's only 20 seconds. Okay. And he can no longer actively cancel rampage mode.
Okay, you can't cancel it.
You can no longer actively cancel rampage mode. So the rampage will last for 20 seconds. You can't terminate it midway.
So can you still get it again?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, that's like, that really just doesn't really nerf him. It really doesn't do much. That's like them, it says the anti just got nerfed too. I was like, okay, I don't really need another second. I'm just hitting the hunter. Like,
Oh
that's
yeah,
what
I have a
that's
lot
why
to say about the other nerfs as well, but
that's
let's
why
focus
people
on
don't.
Batter.
Yeah, so batter, I want to say it's really he's only going to use that just for harassing, and I don't think he'll ever like if they chase him then they mess up because then they lost their target. So I don't think that's a really big nerf for him. Like 20 seconds, okay, a good batter with full health after trait is used should kite, especially if he has another ball. You should, with that enrage, you should at least last at least 30 to 40 seconds to get your next ball back. So then that's just a hunter's mistake of just chasing a full health batter when they're like, okay, I'm tired of this harassing. So the hunter's just a mistake. I don't think that's a nerf. I don't think they just did that just to, I guess, make it a little bit more balanced for him. So I mean, it really didn't affect him at all. He still has 3 balls, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He can still harass, correct? I believe he is the best. I think he's like the best. I think he's better than forward harassing wise, just because excitement can mess up forward. So,
Thank you so much, Falcon.
So
See
but,
that guy?
So from my perspective, I do think that they too are very difficult to learn. I do agree. It takes a lot of skill to play them. It's just I just think batter is a little bit more better in harassing because excitement can just change the whole game. Like you excitement one ball, and let's just say they're far away, he has that enrage to get the next ball. So
Yeah.
Bro,
This
I
nerf
find it
is,
wonderful.
I mean,
in my
excitement
opinion-
lasts for 5 seconds. I mean, yes, he can like do the normal ball into like the rage ball, but like it's gonna be excitement 5 seconds. Name you excitement on a batter, like most of the time.
It's because you're
Maybe like they're right near a chair.
You're right next to a chair, so it's like
I don't know. I've never.
Okay, so
at least in my matches, I rarely see batter because he's not as popular. At least I think on this server. I'm not going to talk about CN because I don't know that information. But I rarely see batter, and when I do see batter, I rarely see them out harassing excitement. I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that like in my matches and what I've seen, it's very rare that they do a regular ball into a rage ball and then they still out harass the excitement. Usually,
okay, that
is the end all be all.
I have to say that is kind of your ignorance on this part.
Isn't that the same thing for your hunter matches too? Because you also said that your like anecdotal evidence was you fighting the first batter constantly. So isn't that the same thing?
Batters do that all the time. Like ball into rage and to cancel cooldown and then ball again. That's just a common playstyle for batter.
Of course, yeah, I agree with that. I've seen that too. Yes, I've done it myself. But like I'm saying, the aspect that I was referring to was out harassing the excitement part because usually the hunter is right next to a chair when they excitement. So it's
okay, so you just talked about excitement, right? There is always this is related to the risk factor that is being carried for any harasser. So compare this to forward, for example. What is the difference between you using batter? Are you using excitement on a batter and you using excitement on a forward?
it's just
one
contact.
damage,
One is
usually.
contact. Yeah, one is contact, one non-contact, which leaves forward.
Yeah, exactly. After using excitement, you can hit the forward, but you cannot hit the batter.
Usually, yes. Yeah, usually, yeah.
This means that the risk factor associated with harassing with forward is significantly higher than harassing with batter.
Agreed.
That's added to the fact that batter is just as good of a kiter and has faster decoding speed means that batter deserves a nerf.
Huh?
Why not just break his balls? Why not just break the balls?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because I'm like, okay, you pop the excitement on him using the ball, and then what is he gonna do? He's gonna run into you to pick up the ball, and then risk taking a hit anyway. Like, there's a good chance if the batter has
just break the ball. Break the ball. Break it. I know if you're facing a good batter, I can understand because it's like, sometimes they won't let you get the chance to break that ball, but you gotta seize every opportunity you get to break a ball, because then they gotta be more conservative and they can't be less risk. They can't be more risky with harassing because they only have like one ball left. So what are they gonna do? Like, you're gonna hit your ball, you're gonna miss, and now what?
The thing about batter's ball is that, like, for example, you can't always find the proper opportunity to balance out between when you want to chase the survivor that batter is trying to protect and breaking the ball. Breaking the ball, after all, takes time, right?
I think it takes like 2 seconds, but for me, I just break it.
It's still time.
It's still time, and the batter, like if it's a charge attack, then the batter will hit you, and he can pick up the ball before like you even try to break the ball. And if you tried to hit the batter, well then they might flywheel, and you're wasting you're wasting like 3-4 seconds of time, which is more than enough for the person that you're trying to chase, or rather the batter is trying to protect, to transition to the next area. I can obviously understand why some people consider this to be unfair. Batter is a character that is seen more often in high tier gameplay and in like top tier. You can really see his potential in like infinite harassing, and this nerf really is a nerf to the ceiling level performance of his ability to harass. Other than that, his like he's still one of the less riskier harassers, and decoding speed is still better than forward. So yeah, still a very good character. I do not believe that this is going to be something that kills batter, because 30 seconds to 20 seconds realistically is definitely not going to be a visible nerf to his kiting ability. It's just a nerf to his ability to constantly harass. The duration of his harassment.
Yeah, this nerf did really nothing to him. You're right.
I'm cool with the duration of the rage. I just wish I could still cancel my rage, and I wish that they buffed the charge time like how it used to be. Them making that charge time so slow is like cancer.
I mean, it was needed, low key, but it's okay.
Yeah, I guess. We spent a lot of time on that. I had a fun discussion on that one though.
We continue with the next adjustments.
Someone asked for our opinions on the Gamekeeper nerfs.
Oh yeah,
this is Jesus' second rising or whatever the fuck.
Oh my god, those nerfs did almost jack shit.
Shut up, Zeus. Paul, what were your thoughts?
I'm tired of those.
Oh my god, Sage.
I don't care about the hook. I'm tired of those traps.
Okay, just server meeting yet again.
Oh my goodness. Paul, what are your thoughts on the Gamekeeper nerf? I don't know if you had a chance to look at it. I don't know if y'all wants to mention it.
I do know that his stun radius is a lot smaller, correct? When he
not a lot.
Well, not a lot, but
not by that much.
Like it's at least it's just a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. And I know that he gets one less trap. I still think that did nothing. He can still hit Ento out of bees. He can still hit Anti. That's why Gamekeepers like chasing Anti, because when you in the interaction between Gamekeeper and Anti, as have I played against, I literally was just when we were scrimmaging against TE and all them, they would literally go for Anti because they're not scared of Anti. You have that 1 second to go behind her and smack her from behind, and you have that one split to hit. So that's why Gamekeepers like chasing Anti, and they don't mind banning it, but she is kind of annoying to still be around. But I still believe like the hook is his most prized possession. Like that is his most OP. It is a little bit unbalanced. Like we just saw how what's his name? Alex hooked through a whole object, there was like 1 centimeter of inch, and hooked the dancer, and I was like, well, I learned something new. I'm glad that happened to him.
You should see like the video recording of our scrim against Honor's team Sunday.
Yeah, and I believe that did nothing. He still has the hook, he still has the range, and one less trap just means that he can do a lot of stuff. It's just okay, he didn't block this, I can just run that way, but he still has 2 hooks to catch up. So I don't think the nerf is going to be like that. It didn't hurt him that much. They just took away a trap, and the stun radius of interacting with the wall to a survivor is just a little bit smaller. So I mean, he's still going to be able to hit Ento off the bees. He's still going to have a good chase. I would say a nerf, and I think it would maybe kill him, would be his red dust and his chip damage from the hook. If they get rid of that, then he falls off. But they didn't touch that at all. Just for you to get hit by the hook and the red dust to show you 30 seconds or 25 seconds later, and you can't hide, that's like that's what makes him a little bit balanced.
It lasts for a minute, by the way.
Yeah, so for him to see where everyone's on the map, that's why Gamekeeper doesn't mind getting Scythe Rush, because people have to come in for save, and he still has a good early chase. And those traps are still out there. So, and then that's why endgame. Go ahead.
Oh no, you can keep talking. Sorry.
And that's why endgame, if you can't rotate him and you don't heal or you don't have good Kaidas against him, he can 4-man or 3-man. That's why people sell first chair, because they don't give him that presence.
I think I wonder what would happen. Like, I understand like the hook because it snaps me from Narnia all the way to wherever he is. But what about taking the chip damage away from the hook?
That's not fair. Leave the damage. Leave the damage.
Leave the chip damage.
Leave the damage.
Yeah,
the damage is fine.
I think the damage is a little bit fine and fair, just because you have in that game sense in the match is like, okay, do you want to push to save them all the time, or risk full presence Gamekeeper and having to go with Gamekeeper end game? So that's really the players' decisions playing against the Gamekeeper. I guess people just playing against Gamekeeper now that I see in rank is that when I play Gamekeeper, people just sell. So I'm like, oh wow, this actually makes it a little bit hard because I don't have any full presence, and that's what Gamekeeper thrives on, is full presence and that hook damage that is 20%. Or 25, I'm so sorry. That's what makes him meta, and that's why it's kind of cool to see him in meta. He's a lot more stronger than he used to be. No one saw his potential until I guess this Koa. I don't know what happened. And I believe his hooks, I know we all saw one match where a Gamekeeper hooked to 2 items on Eversleepy, and I'm like, well, okay,
It's Gatorware, bro.
Oh my robbery. If I was him, I'm flying out of the chair.
Yo, what happened to Honor,
I'm
bro?
flying out of the chair onto the stage floor, bro.
But I want to say it's good just because now we won't see we see a lot of different plays from teams, and that's what brings Novelist into the gameplay, and that's why he became a little bit meta, just to counter Gamekeeper. And Novelist is a sleeper.
That's
from
my
what
goal
I've
right there, brother.
what I said, I've always said Novelist is kind of good now, and I believe Leg said too. And I think we just saw his potential in Novelist. So I believe we're going to see a lot of Novelists first round and second round, but they won't ban it because other characters are still viable against first round hunters.
My question is, how do the devs see pro play, look at Gamekeeper, and nod and say, yeah, him hooking through 5 things, totally fine. But if a survivor wants to walk through, but if I'm playing Acrobat actually, and the yellow dot is putting me over a window, it bounces me back, or a patient with the invisible walls. Explain it to me. All right, I'm done. Sorry for my rant. That's just crazy. On Moonlit, if I aim a hook at the tree, invisible wall knocks me down. I lose a hook. Why? Why is it? All right, whatever. I'm done.
I think it might be the position that you're doing it in.
No, literally any tree, you aim on the Moonlit Bridge or whatever, it will knock you down. It's an invisible wall. It will knock you down. You cannot hook off of Moonlit Bridge. It's stupid.
Well, I'm talking about the Acrobat thing, because remember that one time when you're 1v1ing and then you were kind of angled towards the barrel?
Oh, that one I know I missed, but there are other ones that is stupid.
Yeah, but I think it might also just be you might just be too close to a wall or something. I don't play Acrobat, so I'm not really sure, but it just might be your camera angle. So maybe taking a look into that. I don't know about Patient though. I can't say anything about that. That's a whole other mystery.
Patient is fucking annoying because you have to move your camera one tiny little centimeter, or else you get an orange hook and you go nowhere.
Oh my god, the orange hooks is cringe, bro. I'm not gonna. But hey, sometimes when you get an orange hook, it's damn. It showed.
Orange.
I've had hooks that showed white and still gave me orange pulls. I was like, what?
Because it's 1 centimeter off.
You orange last second.
It's whatever.
I drop Patient. Goofy character.
Bro, you're a one-trick merc.
I'm not a one trick. You die. You're a one trick blood queen. That's right, kid.
Anyway, what I was about to say about Gamekeeper was that I think those nerfs are very smart, because instead of doing U-turns on some of the previous buffs that they gave him, for example, increasing the duration between each infinite hook from 3 seconds to 4 seconds, and making it so that the Gamekeeper can hook towards the survivor doing the flywheel and like entomologist bees instead of just straight up canceling. They like nerfed him in other ways, and I think this is very like this is reasonable, but definitely not killing Gamekeeper at the same time. It is as Paul said. It definitely didn't nerf Gamekeeper's like core playstyle and mechanic, which is the hook, obviously. In some extreme occasions, you're gonna find like Gamekeeper running out of traps in late game. And you might need a little more precision with the hooking right now, but overall, definitely not a big blow to his chase. Just a bit of a tippity nerf to his late game map pressure. So yeah, I think it's very fair. And based on the fact that Gamekeeper is like probably the most popular best of 2 hunter in Koa 7, it's a well-deserved nerf, I'd say.
Hashtag make Flywheel useful again.
Oh my god, him being able to hook. I think that's when Gamekeeper became used. When Gamekeeper became useful in Koa, when his hook could not be flywheeled. That's when he became used.
That's when
the surge happened. That's when the surge happened. I promise you, that's when the surge happened.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. On the match where you can hook, even though they flywheel, he still goes to you, right?
The flywheel process.
I want to say that's what. I think I saw that match, and that's when I'm like, okay, so where are these Gamekeepers that are coming from? Yeah.
I hate that they added that shit. Cause like, why? How does that make any sense? How does my body count as a wall, weirdo?
I mean, no, it's
Now you get slowed down
makes
because
sense,
of the
but
body
it's like
slam.
it's just something
I
that
think
it
if
shouldn't
he
be.
hooks you as a person, like if he hooks the flywheel, why do you get a slowdown from that?
Because
you don't
hear you.
It acts like a wall.
Yeah.
That's another.
Same thing with Ento bees.
It's
He
like
just
we're
pulls himself
for
to
like trailers or something.
Forward can stun on survivors,
Yeah.
so it's
It makes
hard
sense. Like
It's
it
hard.
makes sense mechanically in the game, but is it something that should be in the game? I would have to disagree with.
you're using a 120-second cooldown to still have the hunter be right on your
right on
Literally.
your like.
Okay.
Especially if you're one chip down.
I think instead of using it to flywheel the hook, bear with me on this. This is gonna be really hard. But using it to flywheel out of the range of the hook, like you see, he's gonna hook.
Yeah, people.
So you flywheel to the left or to the right?
Like flywheel sideways.
Yeah.
So now what
That's my thing, though.
So
That's
what
how
happens
it
though
is.
when he can just then hook onto the wall to still get closer to you anyway, and then hook again to get to
Okay,
you
well, you tried.
That's
That's
That-
all
that's
that.
not
I mean,
fair.
you don't
That's
get
not
to
good
slow
design.
down. You don't get to slow down.
It isn't good design. No, that is true. Cause like, why do I have to dodge 45 times, bro? Like, bro, miss one, please. Like, come on.
No matter how many times you dodge, you're still dead if he has full presence. Because you just have to click one button, no skill, and then you get your hook back.
I think they should definitely put, like, why is it infinite? Make it like 10 max. That's
Infinite is
infinite
so
enough. That's more
That's
than
infinite
enough. It's
That's
more than
infinite
enough.
I
Uh,
literally get so fucking slow that it's like a spider put 20,000 webs on me.
Well,
Dang.
now it only stacks twice, so that's also good news.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't care. Give him
I
8.
can't move, I can't move.
I'm trying to run. You see me running with my tiny legs?
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Oh,
My tiny,
that's
I can't.
slow down.
Oh, why is this little deer thing chasing after me, bro? Get away from me.
Hold on. Y'all, the Z's asked you how you feel about the current
Yeah,
state
yeah,
of
I saw that.
Flywheel. Yeah. So how?
I think
so?
it's in a pretty balanced state right now. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
Flywheel
That's a
is-
hunter main talking,
Yeah,
not
it's-
that's a hunter main
I
No,
talking.
I agree.
Whoa.
I agree.
I also
Abby.
agree.
Okay,
was so
this is asking
balanced.
me, so can I express my
Yeah.
opinions?
Go for it. Yep.
Okay, as a hunter, I think it I believe Flywheel is a very well designed persona talent because it's a pretty it's a bit of a risky thing to bring. As in, if you mess up, you're gonna waste a pretty valuable ability that only recharges every 2 minutes. But if you use it properly, well, then that adds further potential to harassing, rescuing, like in extreme situations, jumping into the dungeon, escaping out of the gate. It adds another layer of excitement and volatility to the game, I should say. And it's as a high risk, high reward trade. I think 120 seconds, pretty balanced, and a spectacle to observe always.
Zeus, you want to go first with me?
Did they nerf Flywheel?
No.
Oh.
No,
You want to go, Zeus? Do you want to go first with me?
I was like, where have I been?
So I'm in a huge I'm in a disagreement with Flywheel being.
Oh my
quote-
God.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Did we or did we not give y'all to the floor? So shut the fuck up, Abby.
You got
Right?
ping issues.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Malcolm. Point being,
Now Zeus, continue.
I disagree with the state of
About the state of Flywheel, I think most people knew that when Flywheel first came out, it was 100 seconds. The dashing distance. But,
Okay,
yeah.
wait, Yalda.
Or rather, I don't remember.
Yalda.
Maybe in the test server it was.
Yalda.
Yeah.
Can you please let Zeus finish his thought, please, and then you can continue.
Oh, I thought. Sorry.
That's all right. Zeus, you want to finish your thought?
I think Flywheel is not balanced in the game, and my main reason for it is that when you look at Flywheel from from like the current metagame of Hunters, which is just hardcore speed demons. Number one, even if you Flywheel, let's say this is optimized Flywheel. This is like perfect Flywheel, your best case scenario, right? You're flywheeling to get to the nearest pallet window or something, or you're flywheeling because you're about to avoid a hit and then also safely transition into an area that you can work with. Regardless of the flywheel being used, number one, most of the hunters can catch up to you within the same amount of time as that flywheel. Number two, the trait is inconsistent as shit. We have seen this trait is inconsistent as all fucking hell. There have in competitive games, my ranked matches, the amount of times that you press flywheel correctly on the timing, not as the hunter is swinging, like halfway through, right when you see the startup of the swing, so that way then you can avoid the range of the swing, and it's a charge attack. You adjust to likewise. Regardless, timing it correctly doesn't even guarantee in the trait working out successfully, which means you still take the hit, you just burned your trait, and now you're one hit closer to death early on in the game. Yeah. And then at that, you gotta wait 50 seconds for the trait to even be used in the early game, regardless.
Yeah, I can counteract that.
I 100% agree with you.
Cannot agree with that.
I believe
just let Paul.
I believe Flywheel is useless only on harassers. If you're a harasser, I would grant 100% you use Flywheel, because in the state of this current meta, like, you bring Flywheel and then you just Flywheel out of nowhere, or you're the hunter harass, or you're a kiter and you're gonna do a whatever and you don't want to get hit, you Flywheel, and the hunters are like, what the heck, you just Flywheel for no reason. So this is a trait you just didn't even, you're just walking now. You have no broken windows, you have no knee jerk. I think broken windows, I maybe because I'm just from season 1, broken windows has always been better than Flywheel. Just because in the state of this current meta, so many hunters can catch up to you, so many hunters can just bait you, so many hunters can just charge attack and just bait you out. So I'd rather have broken windows, kiting, and my raw ability as a kiter, and then if I have Flywheel, okay, it's just harassing, because I'm never gonna see the hunter. A hunter chasing harasser besides the counter to chase a harasser or rescuer is just a trait being so useful it's just not used correctly. So if you're gonna use a kiter, use it on kiters. If you've broken windows on kiters, if on Flywheel should only be harassing, because you're there to change the game. If you have Flywheel as a kiter and you mess up, there goes your kite. There goes your kite. You just messed up. And it is right. In tournaments, you do see professional players using Flywheel. Flywheel was just useless. What did it do for them? Cause them 3 seconds of distance from a sangria that I'm just gonna dash. I'm like, okay, cool. So that's just me.
Well, I'm glad that I'm glad that Paul agrees with me, because I think Flywheel is pretty shit. I think to his degree, you have to mind game. You have to win the mind game, right? Now, granted, it's strong. You ignore damage. That's broken. Ignoring damage is fucking broken. I'll admit it's broken. But the cooldown's too long, in my opinion. Because if you do lose the mind game, you're sitting with 115, 120 second kite versus or 100 second cooldown with nothing. You know,
It's like having Tide.
I really wish Flywheel 90 seconds. I can live with 90 seconds.
Yeah.
90 seconds. I can live with that. I can live with 90 seconds. 120 is too long. It's too long.
It is.
I'm supposed to kite with that with a trait. 120 seconds.
Literally, keep in mind
Yes.
for perspective, the average match literally lasts around 5 minutes. The best you're getting from Flywheel is maybe 2 flywheels per game, and even then,
that's fine.
sometimes that's not happening.
The
Because
thing
you're
is,
dead before your another flywheel comes up. Like, the fuck?
okay. The thing about Dead Hard is that is a skillful trait to bring in.
Yes.
It's not for everyone.
Yes.
So there's also a delay when using Flywheel.
Yeah, the 1 second delay.
There's like a 0.3 second, 0.5 second delay for when you click it and then it actually performs the action. So you have to react way before you think the hunter's already gonna swing. Or if you have good ping, you can just click Flywheel and it does it for you. It doesn't really work for players that have higher ping. It's mainly more useful against single hit hunters that aren't too fast. But you should only be really using Dead Hard around pallets and windows. If you're using it out in the open, you're being weird and you're wasting your trait. As for Dead Hard lasting for 120 seconds, in my head, that's completely fine because I use it at least 3 times in a single match.
What matches are you having? No, what match?
Against Hermits.
now.
What matches are you having that are lasting 7 minutes?
Let him finish.
No. It's not because of my luck. It's because of my good ping versus the hunter's ping. The thing is, for first kite, if it's good enough, you use Dead Hard, right? You already used it. Now, you avoided death, and you rebounded that quote-unquote death kite into an extra 40 seconds. So you already chipped off an extra 40 seconds already from the 120 second cooldown. You get placed on chair. That takes time. Getting rescue, getting tide hit, that also takes time. By the time you get offered your second chair, what is it? Dead Hard has a cooldown. It should be around 30 seconds already.
Like 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
30, 20, something like that. And then your teammate can literally body block you. You have support coming from your teammates as well. The Cypher should be ready and primed. You pop it. You get to use Dead Hard again. For me, I think completely balanced. Like, there's no problem with it. If you're skilled enough to use it, that it doesn't apply to everyone. Obviously, I use both traits. I use Dead Hard and Broken Windows. But as soon as Flywheel came out, that was the only trait I was using.
Because it had 360, or well, it had the.
Oh yeah, it had
Even for when they had the knee jerk by itself instead of putting it into final trait or broken, I still use it. Like it's very rare for me to find me on Broken Windows because I haven't used that in so long. I quote unquote customize my entire kiting around Flywheel and Flywheel usage and practiced all of my time using that trait as much as possible.
If it works for you, it works. I think
it is just meant to be a high ceiling.
It is. It's like
So was battery.
Want to say something?
I agree. It's meant to be high skilled. However, for something that's so high skilled, the cons to missing the high skill is super severe.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just a chance
You should
thing.
only really be
Chances of using it properly are just as high.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Use it properly, you gain 30
seconds. I wasn't trying to pin Broken against Flywheel because I agree that Broken's probably better than Flywheel, but I still think that Flywheel's pretty balanced. Because if you were to bring Flywheel into a match, the utility of using it in the proper manner and having like good ping or whatever you want to call it, where you can use it right. I mean, think of everything you can do with this. You can make a hunter Mr. Blink, you can flywheel a Bloody Queen's Mirror, you can flywheel a Geisha's Dash, and like for hunters like that, like besides just like excluding the complete meta hunters like Opera or something like that, like looking at it from like an entire game-based perspective with all the hunters against like I guess like weaker hunters compared to something like Sangria or whatever, that can make them lose in games just because of like one or two flywheels of people like having that. And so if you were to reduce a cooldown, then it would make hunters like that just like unplayable if people were to bring that. So sure, you can say Broken's still better in the overall game, but it doesn't make flywheel unbalanced, I don't think.
Yeah, because I think people also tend to forget that flywheel is also really good. Like that's probably what killed Naiad was flywheel with the water, and also with breaking wheel as well. Breaking wheel, it still hit so hard.
Yeah, but those got adjusted accordingly though.
This shit was so counter to go against. Thank God.
That shit.
So think about it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
Well, think about it this way: the existence of flywheel offers like new strategies, new like team, new persona builds in competitive play to specifically counter certain hunters. But you cannot like purposefully design a trait or ability that like absolutely kills that hunter. Otherwise, it just becomes a game of rock paper scissors, right? And the existence of flywheel, obviously, like against something like Breaking Wheel's snap, or like throwing spikes or Naiad's water pop. If without flywheel, there's just no counterplay. But you still need to give room for those hunters to survive. So what's so wrong about putting it at 120 seconds?
I think there is still counterplay to that, because you can, if you were to bring something else like Broken, you should technically be able to transitional kite out of something like Naiad's water.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like I just think it's still fine, because if you do bring flywheel, then it does give you that extra option of being able to use that water. And if you were to reduce that cooldown, then again, hunters that are on the weaker side are going to suffer even more. And then I feel like that makes the game more unbalanced overall compared to just the one trait.
I guess, but I kind of feel like we're trying to compare potential to actuality. Like, yes, the potential of flywheel is like, I want to say higher than broken windows, but what is the actuality and the consistency of that shit occurring with how much?
That's the thing. I'm not comparing it to Broken. I am agreeing with you guys that Broken's probably overall better.
No. I'm not comparing it to Broken. I'm just saying, like, for like the station, the reason why like my thing with flywheel is that it's not a consistent thing. Like, from how I see it, you're looking at flywheel of like, oh, the potential to do this, versus the actuality of like what occurs in a match with the coin flip that it is. You can time it correctly.
You think players with high skill caps can't flywheel a BQ mirror or a Geisha dash or a Naiad pop?
Look at what Paul said.
Players with high skill caps
look at what Paul said. The professional
can't do it. I'll shoot the messenger. Okay, listen. Listen. All I said was flywheel. Okay, I can. Now that I'm hearing everyone, flywheel is a good trait. Overall, it's a really good trait. Flywheel made it a little bit more balanced, so it can get these hunters that I can't play Naiad. I can't play Breaking Wheel. I can't. It counters people. It counters some people's hunter pool. So it's like, okay, if you bring flywheel, then I know another hunter that can probably mess up your flywheels. So it's like someone said, rock paper scissors. It's either that's why when tournaments happen, you pick your persona, and then the hunter picks. So it's not like where I know what the hunter's gonna go, then I can just pick my persona. Like, but I know what everyone's saying. Like, okay, if you tell me, Paul, you're playing against Dong Xuan. If you hit this flywheel, we win Koa. You think I'm gonna hit that flywheel?
Mind gaming god, like
against Dong Xuan. What that hitting that is just me guessing. Like if he's gonna swing at this palette. I agree with you. We're speaking of reality, and we're speaking of people's perspective, and we're speaking of people's gameplay. For me, I think flywheel is alright. It's alright. It's good. It brings harassers in. Just from me perspective, in kiting in this meta right now, Broken Windows is just a lot more better. I play flywheel because I play anti. I start playing harass. I'm playing harassers now, and flywheel is good because I'm using flywheel for the character that I use to have an advantage to change the game. If I see someone, if you're going against a 0 ping hunter, that's really good, or a hunter that's really good, you think I'm a Flywheel, Dongshu, and Sangria? No. If you see me bring Flywheel against Dongshu and Sangria, I paw through. Okay, I threw. I'm dead. I might as well just put myself in the chair. I'm gonna chair myself for you because that's good. But if you see me bring Flywheel against Dongshu and Naiad, okay, I'll work with that. Like I'm not kind of scared because I'm a Flywheel the pop. So that's just like, okay, so that's just my games and all that. I think Flywheel is balanced. It's good for certain characters. It brings a different perspective into the game because it's like someone said, rock, paper, scissors. It's either when I go into match, it's either holy cow, I brought Flywheel, he better pick this hunter. It's either I'm gonna win. It's like playing all these risky characters. RC went Thief. I literally had that idea of Thief. Thief is really good against Sangria in certain maps. He brought Flywheel because in the open she can't do anything. I agree, RC should have won against Sangria. They just kind of threw a little bit. But like that's like high risk, high reward. What if he didn't go Sangria? What if he went like Bloody Queen or something and then Thief is useless? You know what I mean? That's like high risk, high reward. So Flywheel is high risk, high reward on how you bring the trait. But with me, I'm gonna bring Broken Windows just because if I know that the meta is in the point, I trust my Broken Windows, then my Flywheel because I need a kite. I mean, I've been kiting for so long. Flywheel was great. They adjusted it because it was so overpowered. But I just think Broken Windows is just right now in this current meta better, and Flywheel just makes it a little bit balanced in the competitive aspect.
Tight shit.
I mean,
do we proceed to talk about the remaining adjustments?
Yeah.
What are the remaining adjustments?
Doctor.
Google Doc. Okay.
Doctor.
Honestly, I feel like Doctor's buff is kind of balanced because it's like, even if your healing is, it doesn't really change her because, like, she's still at 0.75 damage now. She's just at 0.50 damage. She's gonna need another 5 seconds to pull off another heal, and finishing the heal that she initially had. That's still another like 4 to 1 seconds, which is 6 seconds on total. Like that's still a lot. So.
It doesn't fix your problem. You still need to stand still to heal, and you still fucking can't pallets. Like she still sucks.
The problem I have with Doctor and this like self-healing mechanic is that there is another option to standing straight there, standing still and healing yourself on that spot for 5 seconds, and that is called running away. So it's like
they need to start taking advantage of veterans boosts because that's what gets them to heal off. I have some doctors though, they'll like, I don't know if this happens to you y'all, but for me, like sometimes they'll just run out in the open and heal right in front of me.
No, that's meta strats, bro. You don't get it.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Doctor just in the mid, like we're in the middle of Lakeside at the middle cipher, and she's standing at one of those bushes, and she's healing right in front of me.
See, just a hay bale. It's on a bush.
Like you would think I'm playing against elks.
I mean,
actually, I can't even say anything because she didn't get the heal off.
You're bad at this game.
It's not even. I can't even remember who I was playing. But
What's her? Was she good now, Doctor? Is her buff what?
She's mad. Honestly, I'll leave it to you to decide. Who can read the thing?
Oh, I got it. It's right here. Doctor, remove the external characteristics of lightness. Self-healing progress won't reset if she gets hit. That's it.
So,
and like,
it's a high risk.
No more stole bolting.
Yo.
So it's a high. I still have my. So wait. Oh wait, that's not bad. But like, I still take 2 hits. I still take 3 hits, which is kind of like an Ada. Okay, yeah. She's still like an Ada. So if she kites well enough with her veteran's boost and use Broken Windows to get all that distance, if you get hit right before Windows and you have veteran's boost, you're gone. You can heal like that, and you can get 50% of a next heal.
See you later, alligator.
Good doctor, a good kiter with Doctor can play Doctor now because she's like an Ada, and she's kind of a little bit better. Might be, if the kite's really good, might be a little bit better with support that she can fully heal again. Because if I get hit, and I use my veterans and broken, I'm gone. I'm healing. I'll get 75%, but on my next heal, I have like 50, 70, depending. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I think she'll be more viable in like Hermit, like all that, like chip damage. But I mean,
I would say she'd be healing way more quicker against the Hermit.
My
I was gonna say, I don't think any doctor main is gonna be lasting long enough to like do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree.
Okay.
I agree. But if you give like, what's his name? Kuchao or from GG, he's a really good kiter. He's a really, really good kiter. And if he can get the heal off and has a route, I mean, he's gonna be a full doctor with GG support. That's why I think GG was gonna win. I put them that they were gonna win.
You know who I believe is the best kiter?
Who?
Gsl D. Gsl D saved me. Gsl D saved me,
His
bro.
glorious king, Gsl D.
I wish I could put a poster up of Gsl D, bro. Holy shit.
You are so weird.
Bro!
Oh, the mercenary simp is talking about.
I don't give a fuck, okay? You can kill me.
You
Kill
like
yourself.
a bold man.
Bro.
I don't give a fuck, Eugene. Okay, you said some freaky shit about Priestess. I don't want to hear no shit.
All right. Both of y'all shut the fuck up. Anyway, back to
What
Gsl
do
D.
you mean? I can't like my 34-year-old milk?
Yo.
Yo,
All right, bro. All
about
right.
to say.
Anyway, back to
Turn
Gsl
this
D.
stream off. Turn it off, bro.
Back to Gsl D.
my
Oh
understanding
my God.
of Doctor is that like she actually has a role that isn't filled by many other survivors, and that is her extreme ability of anti-map control. Like in my opinion, like Doctor is in some ways it's their core mechanic, similar to Perfumer, in that Doctor. The purpose of Doctor is that in the late game, if the hunter does not like focus on the Doctor, there's always going to be one person with full health on the team who can rescue and body block and whatnot. But like usually, the reason why you don't see that many Doctors in rank matches is that the risk of taking out the character it makes it so that her like, theoretical potential of infinitely body blocking, saving, and whatnot isn't worth it. And I think this buff, which is like at core a buff to her ability to kite, completes her role. So I'm satisfied with it, but still, this will raise, in my opinion, the strength of Doctor on the tier list by like half a tier or so. But in most cases, I don't think she's worth the risk still.
Is there any other adjustments that were made?
Spider.
Bulldog,
Okay.
Yeah, there was Spider.
Okay, so
the spider
before we get into Spider, my final thoughts on Doctor is I don't want to see this bitch, because all this means is I'm gonna get Doctors with no type that are gonna instant rescue me, farm, and then do it again. And we're gonna lose.
Me. I'll take on that role. Don't worry.
What? Yeah, you
Yeah.
know,
Like,
someone else rank with it.
It's up to me to
I'll
take on
take
this
my
role.
Flywheel Merc into rank just for you.
Yeah.
I
Like,
bought it
low-level
one
ranks
time
are
and
just,
it
like,
cooked.
very
This
good at
Zeus,
fool-
you want to rank with me instead? I can't.
Yeah, I got
Oh
it.
yeah, you want to play with this shitty cheerleader? Don't know how to drop pallets or flywheel. Yeah.
Sorry, which one of you is lower tier?
Which one of us has at least been in champion?
I'm almost caught up to you. Like, let's
I
be real.
haven't ranked in 3 fucking days. Get off my dick, you
What,
little
for
Okay,
what?
and
For
I
what?
have
Pearl, why haven't you ranked? What is the excuse for not ranking?
Because I've been napping the whole time.
Oh wow. Oh, how dare I question Pearl? She was napping. She was napping.
Okay, Pearl, and I have a job, and I'm watching, like, and I'm babysitting, and I'm still, like, almost Alicorn 4.
I got a
I can't
job
take
in
naps
college
Soul
and
Weaver.
I'm
That's
still
enough.
doing this
Let's
shit.
talk about Soul Weaver.
Oh my god,
What if we didn't talk about
Soul Weaver?
No, I'm
You
let me
people
pull
are
it up
not
right now.
No, because her buff, like, that's actually going to give her a lot more potential.
Wait, Paul.
She might, like, actually come back into the
He
meta.
sounded so out of it.
He's like, what? I just want to leave.
Well, I'm
I'm
about
sorry,
to
what?
see a doctor in my lobby. She about to farm me off chair, go inside a basement and see her standing there healing.
What?
Thank you. Anyway, Paul.
Paul, does the buff to Soul Weaver's webs remind you of Season 3 Soul Weaver? I'm curious.
Yes and no, just because in Season 3 she was a lot more faster.
Yeah.
Season 3 she was 3 stacks. That was NASCAR, and that's why she was first round. She was so fast. I want to say faster than Sangria.
Infinite speed, bro. Every single fucking web. It was just another speed boost. Another speed boost.
She was actually faster than Sangria. But I do believe this does make her a lot more viable in certain I think a little bit more maps than she could. That's because her webbing anywhere or however she webs, like she can web where she couldn't now at least.
First, so I believe like about to go hell.
Yeah, and that I think that's kind of good. It brings a little bit more different diversity into the pool now, and into map selection and to tournament gameplay. And now it's all like, okay, it's good now because now it's all like, if there's a good Soul Weaver after Sangria, and then no Gamekeeper, what are you gonna bring? Like that's all. I think she's gonna change the meta just like how Gamekeeper kind of changed the meta. Just because Soul Weaver is viable on maps now. Like her gameplay and her pressure and her be able to zoom anywhere now is gonna be a lot more scary in the Soul Weaver gameplay. I think she will be really.
My understanding of Soul Weaver is that it's a character with a relatively floor level performance, as in you can spend the first minute wandering around the map not being able to find a single survivor, and the moment you find a survivor, well, I've got 120 web, what are you gonna do? But the thing with Soul Weaver is that the speed boost used to be 2.6 seconds, now it's 3 seconds. In terms of the speed boost that she gains from individual webs, it's not significant at all. It's not even, it's barely visible. What matters is that this helps Soul Weaver stack her boots from multiple webs better. It's a notable window in that case. So yeah, technically this raises her swing performance by a bit, but there's still a the room for error during her pursuit is still very little because, as is previously mentioned, I think by someone in the chat I saw, the speed at which her web regenerates hasn't changed. You still need 17 web to make you still need 17 points to make a single web. So you still need to manage your webs correctly, and it's her pursuit is in bursts, right? So you use 3 stacks, you get a hit, and then you use another 3 stacks. If you don't make any mistakes, you're gonna get a hit. And if everything plays out properly later, because you might get a draw or even better, because fundamentally Soul Weaver is close to, I'd say, a hunter that is purely centered upon pursuit. What I would also say is that the fundamental problems of Soul Weaver, which is being afraid of body block especially, and protecting living survivor. And also, as I said before, little room for error during pursuit. Those things that have changed, but what definitely is going to change is that there's higher potential for map control just because of how now she can more comfortably make use of the multiple stacks of acceleration. So, yeah.
The only thing that I want to say on Soul Weaver is I haven't forgotten Sprinter's Soul Weaver from when he last played in my tournament. I know that guy must be rubbing his hands. I know you can't neither confirm nor deny if he'll ever play it, but yeah.
No, this makes Soul Weaver a lot more valuable to get a tie, or Gamekeeper to get a tie or 3-man.
You know who I think is probably gonna have a field day with that?
What?
Fafa.
Oh, Fafa, yeah. Fafa might like that, yeah.
Fafa's smoking right now.
Fafa gotta play Soul Weaver every game, bro.
I have a question for you, Paul. With the buff to Soul Weaver and the nerf to Cheerleader, right? We can assume that NetEase wants to consider this speed demon meta. What are your thoughts on the whole gotta go fast meta? Do you like that meta, or do you prefer the more slower paced games like Clerk or Clerk Dreamwitch? Or is it more the rescue once or sell and rescue once Bonbon and Sculptor meta? Which meta was your favorite?
I think. Pablo's go first. Don't worry.
I think it's a really good change. I kind of like it because now it's like, okay, now you gotta kite these fast hunters. I think it's more better. I don't know. I think hunters would like the more chip hunter meta than the fast one because it's like, it can vary. Like, it's either I'm gonna get a fast down or I'm gonna get kited. Like, anything can happen. But I think I like it because Sangria's fast, Soul Reaver is fast. Gamekeeper's not fast, he can just catch up. But when he has infinite hooks in meta, he's kind of like, oh, he's already here. I do think that this meta is gonna shift a little bit more towards different characters, and I'm glad that they gave it to her. And I just think it's just, they just want to see this. I think the game's too fast. Once Accelerated comes, the game's already like almost over. That's why y'all say games don't last longer than 5 minutes. I think when we played Cat, the ciphers were already popped at 4 minutes, and that's against the Sangria on Leo's memory. Like that, the game's too fast. Like, and she's fast. Sangria's fast. We all admit, right? So I mean, and with that, I mean, the game's just too fast. I think they want to do a fast meta just because accelerated decoding. Ciphers pop too fast. Unless they nerf Cypher Rush, or unless they nerf like the meta in the game of decoding, I think they want to keep up with this fast meta because I think slow hunters or like campy hunters or having to do all these plays with center hunters are just not working out. So they're going into like this crazy, insane speed hunters.
My favorite meta was probably, I want to say, Dreamwise taking it slow, because my favorite thing was just watching how the players were playing against the hunter and their different strategies, and then the hunter they can expend the abilities of a character like Dreamwitch or Breaking Wheel so much. Like, you would not have thought of like some of the things that they have done on your own. So I just think like it's a lot more fun to watch those kinds of matches, because it just shows you so much more about the games and the character you play. I don't know. I just think it's interesting.
I don't like Clerk. That's a headache. That's a headache. I'd rather play a fast match than having to play a match that has Clerk, Dreamwitch, Mad Eyes, Hermit, and Photo Boy. I can't stand long matches.
Oh, Joseph doesn't need
I think it's a little low tier during Clerk.
I gotta say, Clerk meta was probably the most fun meta for me personally.
I do agree, yeah, but I don't like long matches. I don't like
fun, but like
that also means
she was also busted too. Clerk had the most strongest game, I think, anyone, especially when Bloody Queen came out. When Bloody Queen came out, that was like a fast down, but I think Clerk took a lot more thinking, a lot more, like, I kind of liked it. Yeah, everyone had to come together to beat this one OP hunter Clerk. But once people started to figure it out, then they're like, okay, she's kind of all right. But she was still strong.
It's the fact that
from a hunter perspective, you deal with like no cooldown prospector and 8-stick antiquarian, things like that. It's not fun.
I think Prospector's cooldown's way too long, bro.
No. I will die on that hill. Thank God.
No.
Got nerfed.
At least like 5 seconds.
He was never meant to be a harasser. He's like, they literally wanted him to be a kiter. That's what he's supposed to be. He's not supposed to be a harasser. You can't tell me that he's allowed to 3 magnets stun me 3 times in a row, no cooldown, and then my survivor's like on the other side of the map. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Like, you can't do anything.
Excitement.
Remember that excitement you were talking about, brother? Excitement. I'm kidding. No.
You go.
Excitement and Prospector Madness is kind of troll IMO, but
yeah, bring my excitement wax artist into co-op.
Okay, bro. That's why you're not allowed to talk.
Spider 3 talk.
Bro, his fucking payment for doing that shit is that he has to now wait damn near 240 seconds to get all 3 of those magnets back before he's like partially usable again for like 10 seconds.
think it should have been
this is like when they would do that. I don't know if y'all that was playing during this, but like it was usually towards endgame when Survivor's on their last kite. So like he doesn't need those magnets anymore because the Survivor's gonna last until Cypher pops, Survivor kites more. 3 people off the gate. GG, you can't do anything. Or it gets them a tie. Like
so a survivor being rewarded for using their ability.
Whoa, guys.
The way that it was used, I think, was just too annoying because there was nothing you could do against it. Like, there's some things you can do against characters that have, like, abilities that they obviously get rewarded for. But with, like, him, it was really just broken. And it wasn't even, like, prompting him to harassing either. Like, he could literally just, like, throw magnets on you while kiting and just put you away, like, 3 fucking times. Like, it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah, but he has to get close to do that, though. Like, there's a certain range. It's not like he's like, I just throw a magnet on you.
I don't know. You're just spam clicking that magnet, and then all of a sudden, like,
you spam like so much.
30 seconds on you just for you to use.
You spam 3 magnets in the span of 30 seconds, and then after that, you have jack shit for 240.
You would be surprised.
Be surprised. Oh, okay.
You're literally facing AI bots in fucking rank matches, even in high tier. Like, I think it's different.
I was just about to say that I faced a lot better prospectors nowadays who are a lot better with supporting. They don't just manage spam.
The good prospectors didn't quit the game and they learned how to manage his nerf. So, easy GG.
Thank God for that. God for that nerf. That nerf like saved me.
I feel like you'd be one of those.
How?
Exactly, like what the freak?
You don't understand. You know, there's a match from over a year ago that like still replays in my head. I remember I was having such good early game. I was gonna win this match. I'm going through church, following my survivor. This prospector, he comes out of nowhere. He stuns me 3 times in a row. Boom! I tied because it like, it was probably skill issue on my part, but like I tied because of that little shit.
So
and I still about it to this day. I still think about it to this day. And I'm like, I hope he burns.
So you mean to tell me that you had one match where a harasser did their job in order to help their teammates survive?
I've done that multiple times. It's just that
by that logic, we will. By that logic, we nerf forward. We kill forward then.
By that logic, no. By that by that logic, we should nerf Blood Queen Mirror because we could have gotten a win, but Blood Queen mirrored me, so I died. I still think about it to this day. Nerf Blood Queen.
The mirror went through the gate.
Get rid of her mirror.
Get rid of her fucking
mirror. I'm gonna be dead honest. I said I hate Bloody Queen. I despise Bloody Queen just because of her skill. Just because of her skill. I hate Bloody Queen because I'm like, oh, I missed a hit. I'll just wait for my mirror. Okay, so what was the skill?
I think
where was the skill in that? Like,
did you use your ability to get distance on me? I'll just mirror.
Yeah, like, cheerleader pump on the way. Let me just mirror. I was like, okay. So there was no chase. There was nothing, and I love how you just walk through 3 objects, and I still get hit with that tremendous hitbox.
And then you get to teleport to it, and you're right on my ass yet again to wait for another mirror.
Don't worry. Don't worry, nerf prospector. Nerf prospector.
I don't care.
I'm not saying to nerf him again. I think he's balanced.
Don't worry, guys. Let's nerf Wildling. Come on.
No, it's funny you mentioned that because the reason he got his original nerfs was because he was too extreme of a character.
Wildling has been nerfed so many times throughout the years, and it's always like a shock to NAU because they're like, nobody plays this guy. Why is he getting nerfed?
Back in my day,
remember when like Mad Eyes got nerfed in like 2020 or something, and it was so random to NAU players.
With the fucking Vile nerf, with the low tiers complaining because it
Shit got me tight, bro. Shit got me so tight.
No, it didn't. You just stopped playing Hunter. GG easy.
That was when I was still a Hunter main, you fucking dick.
No.
Anyways,
you stopped playing Vio either way. You became a survivor man.
Yeah, like 2.5 years ago.
Bro's still a bot.
The Bloody Queen is that.
Bro,
like,
you've never hit champion.
Her entire.
Bloody Queen, she doesn't require skill to play, but in higher tiers, she requires like brainstorming to play.
So you need.
Did you say brainstorming on Blood Queen?
You just tell me that the Bloody Queen I'm playing against had to use a lot of thought just to place a mirror.
Well, sometimes I be doing math equations in my head. You guys need to look in my head when I play.
know it's crazy.
Is it empty?
There's cobwebs in their head.
My mirror's gonna be
I hate when I had to use geometry against the Bloody Queen. I'm like, okay, so
right? I gotta start calculating circumference and shit.
Oh, like, so she's behind this wall, and I'm like, oh wait, she messed up. She's just gonna teleport. And I get hit by the other mirror. I'm like, okay, so I did nothing.
Anytime I cut a BQ, I gotta remember the Pythagorean theorem. I gotta start using a squared plus b squared to find
Zeus,
c
is what
squared.
you're telling me is that I need to start bringing BQ into our practice matches.
No,
we ban you, fuck ass Blood Queen. Ain't nobody want to play against Bloody Queen.
I'm telling you this right now. You play Blood Queen, and I'll just play Novelist and make life hell. That's this. I'll just
and I'll play Acrobat with Dead Hard, bro.
I'll just cancel every single. The second you mirror, I'm gonna look at you and swap that shit and fuck up your whole mirror.
I chase novels.
Or you can be like me, pick up Hermit and give them a horrible time.
Okay,
you know what, bro?
You know what, y'all?
You know what,
I don't fuck with that. I don't like playing like characters like
skillful hunters, you mean?
Yeah, very skillful hunters. Yeah, stun me 18 trillion times.
Just dodge them, pussy. Like,
right? Just dodge, bro.
Just dodge, pussy.
Literally, you can stun the wall, and somehow it will like
suck you into the stun, bro. That shit has.
Look,
fucking
you're getting Dream Witch from me. You're getting Dream Witch from me. That's enough.
You said Dream Witch? Did you say Dream Witch, Sage?
Yep, I said Dream Witch. That's enough.
You activated his neurons. Chill out, bro. We're cooked.
I can't tell if this is their humor,
man. Someone's trying to get form, man.
I can't tell if this is their humor or if they're talking. This is our humor. This is just how we show up.
No, it's not. This is real serious.
Wait, we're toxic? Are we toxic?
We're toxic.
Yes, I am. I'm very toxic.
Shut up, Pearl.
Shut up, Pearl.
I'm kidding. My God.
Why are hunters banning Novelist so much? I tried to rank with him and he got banned 5 times. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep it a stack. If you're in lower tier, a good amount of the time the bans are just people who have PTSD because they faced a one bad match against a character and now they don't want to learn how to face that character. So their solution is to ban it, and that's it. Most of the time, there's no thought behind it. It's I'm scared because this happened that one time.
Guaranteed.
Fly ban prisoner.
One thing that I really
What?
Oh, you can't say that. No, you're gonna get clipped. You're gonna get clipped. All the hunters are gonna say that this is right. I should have banned prisoner. Paul doesn't. I'm gonna do it too.
Wait, no, let
I ban prisoner because I can't find him. And if I let out a prisoner, I'm going clerk.
Paul, you're gonna support the low elo plays.
When I play on my low tier friends accounts, I like to ban survivors like Thief because I'm like, I see him so often in low rank for some reason. I'm just like, I feel like dealing with this. Like, I'll take the Seer Priestess combo over Thief any day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the same can be said about hunter bans as well. Because like I when I first became involved in the NAU server, I just did not understand why low tier survivors cannot deal with Naiad. Like whenever I find myself occasionally playing in like survivor rank matches, and when people ban Naiad, I really wish I could punch them in the face. Like what? It's already 2024. Come on.
Okay.
I'm the one who banned Naiad. I was
No, Paul, you can't admit that.
I'm just joking.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Bro, it's the big 3 in low tier. I swear to God, it's Anne, Naiad, Blood Queen. I don't understand why.
No, not Blood Queen. Fucking Fool's Gold and Nightmare.
No,
Why are we betting Nightmare? What the heck?
I think this is because of Beef for
what
You.
is Nightmare? What does he do?
He's the one that auto dashes.
Who have fought against?
The big finger.
People who fought against Nightmare will have PTSD, including you, Problems.
No, I don't.
Oh my God.
I never have PTSD against nightmares.
Okay.
I heard this from...
Wait, are you the nightmare main?
Oh,
Yup.
What's up?
Okay.
Okay. I don't ban it, but I mean, your nightmare is difficult. Yeah, I'll give you that. And I'll give you that. Yeah.
You know,
I was like, why am I playing Wu Chang? Like, might as well just play Wu Chang.
I gotta be honest with you, yo.
There are pretty big differences between those two, actually. Even though they, both seem like teleporting hunters. We can talk about that later. But no one wants me to talk about Nightmare in the podcast.
I'd rather face Nightmare over Wu Chang.
I'd rather talk about the new patch notes with the crossovers and collabs that we're getting over the last
I'm gonna be up at 7 a.m. so I kind of gotta take my leave.
Yeah, let's. I think this could be a good place to stop.
Bro.
Maybe I don't know. What are y'all?
Everyone
Like,
already knows
are y'all
the
done?
patch notes. You think they can't read? Like,
Wow, Pearl. Thank you.
Read. You literally saw my typo when you searched it up on Google because you couldn't use
because you fucking new generation, whatever the fuck you are.
Aren't you
Bro, you're
younger?
new gen. You're literally younger, bro.
I'm actually 27. Don't touch.
27, huh?
Nobody. No,
Pearl,
you're not.
what's your credit
27.
score? Pearl, what's your credit score since you're 27?
7.
No.
7.
I hope it's not.
Girl, I just want you to know if your credit score was 7, you would not be able to do anything. Anything. Like, you wouldn't even be able to open a bank
You
account.
wouldn't even be able to breathe.
People be following you around for a Pepsi to make sure you pay them back. I was 7, bro. They will be following you if you took a Pepsi can and said I'll pay you back. They will follow you.
I'm fucking watching. Really, I had.
Yo, Pearl tries to go to the bank, tries to take out a fucking loan. They're gonna try and loan her credit and to have her pay back that shit.
It's a baby. Stop.
Oh my god.
Oh, so now you're a baby, but you were 27 just 3 minutes ago.
Credit score of 7. Holy shit. Oh my god.
We're so good.
That is horrible.
Definitely had less than 1.
That is abysmal.
Zeros next to that, it would have been good. But seven's interesting.
Oh my
that
god.
reminds me, I gotta get a credit card.
Holy shit, bro! What the fuck?
Wow, what a note to end that off on.
Yo,
what the flip? You guys suck.
That was the funniest shit I've heard in a long time, bro.
Wait, stop. Matthias, you want a high credit score? High. Very high.
Yeah, Matthias, you want a high credit score. You want a high
as you can go.
credit score.
High as you can go. Pearl, shut up!
Low credit is bad. If you have a low credit score, you cannot do shit. You will not get approved to get a house. You will not be approved to get a car. You will not even be approved to get loans of any fucking kind. It could be
you can't even get a credit card.
Yeah, they don't even approve you for a credit card because they don't think you'll be able to pay back the money that you use on the card every fucking month.
I didn't think this was gonna be real life shit.
They won't even approve you even if you don't have a credit score because they're like, well, you don't have a credit score, so how do we know that you're like reliable? So you have to get a credit card. You have to build that credit score. You can't do anything. They're not gonna fuck with you. If you have no credit score, they're not gonna fuck with you either.
Bro,
3,000% interest.
Dude, I eat ham said credit score of 7. Pro not gonna be able to step outside.
She's gonna have to pay. She's gonna have to pay back the cement every time. Every time she takes a step, she has to pay back the cement.
Bitch, what are you fucking yapping about?
My fault. Credit score of 7.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I just saw this cat mermaid on my timeline.
Buy a house anyway in this fuck ass economy, so don't even be chatting to
Bro,
me.
you're
I'll have a better chance of buying a house than someone with a 7 credit score. I tell you that much.
I don't have a 7 credit.
Pearl, I'm 18 years old. Pearl, I just want you to know I'm 18 years old and I have $6,000 into my name and I'm only 18.
Okay.
Whoa, we're just...
No one gives a singular fuck.
I'm just trying to tell you, if you wanted to, you would.
We're so random, bro. We just went banned for banned on stream.
Yeah, right? We just went banned. You just went band for band. That's one hell of a way to get to the end of the
band
podcast.
For band
bro.
on stream. What the fuck?
No. Sage is gonna have a surprise under their bed tonight. Don't worry.
Huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be a credit score of 750, Pearl. It's gonna be a credit score of 750.
7,000. That's what it is. 7,000.
Yo,
the
you
bank
imagine?
investors will be kissing the ground that I walk on.
I'm so sorry.
What the fuck?
Like, you fucking chuckling.
But yeah, guys,
Bro,
remember,
stop.
high credit score good, low credit score bad. Get a credit card if you don't have one. Preferably start when you are turning the age of 18, and you can pay off your credit card by paying off little bills like subscriptions or a phone bill or something. So as you grow older, you can progressively build up your credit to when you actually want to buy a house or a car, or
This
just
is an
take out a
American
loan.
scam. They just want me to use money that I don't have.
Motherfucker, they
bro.
give you the money. It's a loan, and then you pay it back at the end of every month. It's a.
Scam. I'm calling scam right now. American scam.
God. Oh my god.
Yeah. You can't trust. Yo, this just in, bro. Pearl says you can't trust the banks, bro. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
working with the government.
Yes,
I'm telling you, bro.
Oh my god.
Naughty bullshit. This. Bro.
Wow,
I'm out here teaching a fucking economics course now, I guess.
Bro,
Like,
who would have thought, bro? Who would have thought, bro? Banks are working with the government. I'm so amazed.
I'm
Holy shit.
I'm so
so amazed.
amazed that the banks are
The
working.
government is literally evil. Don't even.
Wow.
Oh my
Wait,
god, turn off the stream,
Oh
bro.
my god,
No, that's
yeah.
not
Still on the
a
stream.
topic we can discuss.
Hey,
at
oh
another
my
time.
god.
She didn't even know she's on stream still. Turn it off, bro.
Stop.
Jesus fucking
Really?
Christ,
Hi,
bro.
Danny. I'm gonna go to bed now, though. I have to get up at 7 a.m. Good night, guys.
Good
Haha,
night.
Sage. Oh
We
my god.
end the podcast saying about the government is evil. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, they're definitely watching
Yep,
you.
I think it's definitely
Well,
Mike's
chat,
release
I
now.
think we're gonna call the podcast there. Thank you, Paul, for joining us on this fucking
This
fever
was
dream.
so chaotic, bro.
Killing myself.
I hope you enjoy.
I'm so sorry.
News, you're a capybara.
What?
You just shut
What
up
does
and
that
let-
mean? You didn't even
Wait,
say
wait.
it right either. It's capybara.
Oh,
I don't give a shit.
Paul says, oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know what he was trying to say that. I was like, what is that?
You know what way to say it. Deuce is just a fucking nerd. Bro.
Okay,
I'd rather
so
be a
this
nerd and
one's done.
educated than be dumb and young, bro.
Okay, I would rather be young then, because you're closer to dying
What?
than I am. So,
What does that mean?
Bro said she'd rather be young and stupid than educated.
well,
Got
I'm
it.
already young and stupid.
All right,
so-
bro. That's it. Podcast is turning off, guys. All right. I have a good night, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you all next Wednesday. By the way, podcast over the summer will actually be during maintenance since, I now have adjusted work schedule and whatnot. So yeah, podcasts are going to be around like 2 hours earlier now, like I said, during maintenance at the start of June. So get ready for that.
Holy
June.
shit.
You're a bearded lizard.
Huh?
Shut
Anyway,
up, Eugene.
good night, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. Once again, Paul,
You
thank you for
anteater.
joining us. And I
Thank
hope
you, Paul.
enjoyed
Thank you for
the time.
having me.
Of course.
Thank you.
Easy.
Good night, everyone.
Malcolm.